Usually here there is a lot of traffic. You just cannot move. Usually here you cannot find parking because it's full of cars, but this is not the case, not today. I don't know if you can hear the ambulance, but you just hear ambulance.
We live in the historical center of Rome, and Italy, Rome, especially Rome, it's popular because of its restaurants, bars, and everything is completely off. There is no people around.
What have your lives been like since quarantine has gone into effect?
It's completely different from before. I mean, you walk around now and you see other people, you're afraid to be close to them, you just go fast out and then you want to be back very fast at home. And now it's not easy to find food. In the market you cannot find everything because everyone was running to buy food. Everything is very complicated now.
It's hard, but it's important to understand that everybody has to do something. No one is safe from the virus.
What kind of psychological effect is this having on you in terms of not really knowing, watching as the situation unfolds and having to quarantine at home?
We are afraid of everything. I'm afraid for my baby. I just became a mom, so the idea that she can get sick, it's terrible.
Have there been sort of creative or unique ways that people have been trying to still keep in touch with each other?
Yeah, every day at 6 p.m. people just open the windows and they put loud music and they communicate.
Keep in touch.
Yeah, just to keep in touch.
Now, I feel quite just tired, exhausted at the end of the day. Just doing some very simple activity at home. Just housekeeping stuff, and it is enough to make you exhausted at the end of the day. Some little headache, but now it's 2 weeks actually. And at the beginning, the first 3 days actually had temperature going quite high in the third, fourth day. Then everything was, let's say, calming down, but never leaving you completely okay. It's like a very long flu, I would say. And again, I'm healthy, I'm quite young, I'm sporty, so I got some resources. But there are people exactly like me, currently in the intensive care, intubated, needing support, very high support to breathe. So means it's not entirely predictable who's going to have this progression.
So tell us about your colleagues. Especially your colleagues that are on the front lines right now, what are their lives like?
The numbers of ventilated beds in the hospital in North Italy are now available, are now very little, because 80%, more than 80% are occupied now. And soon they're going to finish off any other beds. Means when someone is coming in hospital needing intensive care, it's risky not to have any bed available. So the pressure on these doctors is very high because they're going to triage people in the real meaning. Triage means you got some chances of keep alive, so I keep you under ventilation, or you're too old, you're not going to get this treatment. So it's very difficult for the colleagues.
Yeah, I can't even imagine having to make that call as a doctor when you want to save as many people as you can.
Yeah, but it's not going to be possible. This is something that you countries where the situation is now not bad, you have to think in advance about that. So get ready, get prepared, dedicate the resources to, in particular, to intensive care units.
What would your advice be to doctors in America? What should we be looking out for now?
Yeah, you have to stay as much as possible at home, even if your area is not one of the clusters of the red area. You have to stay home as much as possible. This is quite, now the strong message is passing through the media in Italy. And of course, now we are in a bad situation, but the only way to reduce the spread of the infection is reducing the number of people you meet.